Hey guys, we are back with some more Halifax Tugboats franchise mode. Last time we had a big draft. We got Hensick, we got Connolly, and we got Rowe all in the first round. And we are currently here in the preseason. I believe we are on the 13th. Yeah, I didn't even need to go to the calendar for that. It was up in the top corner. I didn't see that there at first. But now if we go to manage rosters, we'll check out the lines, or generally who's on the team. So I thought I would start Connolly in the minors just for this year. He's already an 81 overall. He already actually has some nice offensive stats. I just think he needs to get a year in, or maybe even a half a year in the minors before we bring him up. I mean, he's already pretty solid. It's just that Kozlov, he's already playing in the minors for quite a bit, and even though he's not as great offensively, he is a bit more well-rounded. He's got the defensive category almost all up in the 80s. His face-offs isn't bad. His physicality is pretty good. So he's an all-around good third liner. Well, mainly, I guess, minor league scorer in most other teams, but we want to develop him. So we're playing him on the third line, and I'll show you guys the lines now. And so this will be our lines, at least to start out for this year. Saad, Dubois, Bjorkstrand, Bittner, Wenberg, Yakupov, Ratty, Jenner, and Kozlov, and then Hudon, Hansel, and Anderson. And Hensick, in case you were wondering, is still, I'm guessing, in the CHL, because we have Greg Meyer up here, and we have Jay Connolly. So I'm guessing Rowe and Hensick had to go back to the juniors for one more year since they were 19. So, but Meyer and Connolly are already 20, and they are on the first line in the AHL. They're on every single first line with Soderberg. So hopefully they grow. And then special teams, we got this on the power play, so we're gonna give Kozlov a chance on the power play. But if not, I believe he's on. Yes, he's on the penalty kill because again, he's got some pretty solid defensive category for a rookie, so I figured I would give him the chance. And then we're playing Pouliot with Vinio, and then Letty with Jones. And then here's the power play once again. Then we'll go to the 4-on-4. Wenberg, Saad, Pouliot, Jones, Dubois, Bjorkstrand, Letty, Cece, Hudon, Yakupov, Vinio, Harrington. And then 3-on-3. Pretty much the same thing as that, except Wenberg, Dubois, and Hudon. And then extra attackers are Bjorkstrand and Kozlov. And then the shootout, Bjorkstrand, Saad, Pouliot, Letty, Yakupov. Goaltenders, of course, Corposalo and Lack. And then we got no one scratched. So that's good. Those are our lines to start out this year. Then there are the 5-on-5 defensive lines, which I actually think I forgot to show at first. So there they are. I'll show the minor league defensive lines as well. Carlson, Runblad. So we got some depth down there in the AHL now. And it's a good thing we signed, we kept Soderberg signed, and we signed Fontaine because we don't have a whole lot of depth this year in the minors. Connolly is actually the only 80, I believe, in terms of skaters. Yeah, so he's the captain of that team, actually. And hopefully he could get a lot of goals alongside Meyer and Soderberg, and he'll be up in the NHL before we know it. Same thing with Hensick and Rowe. So, and hopefully Meyer. And we'll check the jerseys now, just to make sure everything's right. Oh, Jesus. Good thing we checked. Hansel's not an alternate. Who is... oh, that's right. Duchesne was an alternate last year. So, Sa's the captain. Jenner, alternate. Who do we give the second alternate to? I think we got to give it to Letty. Yeah, he's been a veteran. He's been producing. So, we'll give him that. Sorry, Hansel. It was never yours anyway, buddy. So, that's about it. Let's go and start the season simulation. Actually, you know what? We got to do the scouting first. Check where we're at with that. I prefer to scout defensemen this year since we already have forwards pretty much locked up. Let's start in America. And let's see if there's any solid first round picks. Okay, so the offensive defenseman there. in the first round. Defensive defenseman. So 3 first-round picks here in America. We'll start out here, I guess, and see where that takes us. And actually, I want to scout these, especially at the start of the season. I want to scout them like 3 weeks at a time, just so that we can sort of cover a little bit more ground, especially when it comes to these kinds of drafts coming up here. So, yeah, let's, I guess, go into the season now, because I already set all the ticket prices and everything, so that we wouldn't have to do that on screens. So let's simulate up 2 weeks, and that'll shave 2 weeks off the scouting, actually. I mean, unless it starts at a certain time. Yeah, it might actually start at a certain time. All right, let's simulate the preseason now. Let's go up to the 15th. Jeez, that's a long break between preseason and the regular season. Okay, so we've already assigned the budget. Already set the promotion nights, so I'll just do that. 4-1 win against the Carolina Hurricanes. New York Islanders, the 5-3 win. Philadelphia, 2-1 loss. All right. Jesus, 6-2 loss against the Rangers. Okay, so there's a scout. So now let's check Canada for defensemen. And we're not going to stop the sim here. We may as well cover some ground there in the WHL. But if there's no one in the WHL, then we will go back to America, because that looked like a pretty deep draft there in terms of defensemen. So let's go back to scouting, actually, because yeah, I really want to check that out. Actually, let's check out the progress of the American defensemen there. So exact top 4 already. I really doubt that, but okay. So there's some pretty solid prospects in terms of defensemen in America. Let's check out the WHL here. So we got a couple first rounders in there. There's 1. There's 2. Actually, quite a few first rounders. Yeah, it might be worth it to scout the WHL. But let's check out the OHL and the Q. I may not leave that as is. I just want to see how many first rounders are in here. So Avery. Not as many as the WHL, but still quite a few in there. Let's check out the Q. And let's see, view all prospects in region. Defensemen. First rounds. Yeah, so there's only 1 first rounder in here, so it might be worth it to scout. I'm thinking the WHL, we go first. We'll send him out for 6 weeks there. So there you go. We'll get those guys scouted. I guess we'll unpin the Americans here, because we actually already have them kind of scouted. Although I doubt that'll stay like that, but at least we have readings on them. So, okay. I'm actually thought I was gonna go back in there and pin some Canadian players, but there's way too many first round picks in the WHL there to, pin all of them. I guess we'll just scout all of them, see where they're all at, and let's try upgrading our facilities here, because we have a very nice arena budget right now. Let's repair the team store. That's at a 0. That's unacceptable. Let's upgrade the parking lot. We'll upgrade concessions as well. And we will... we got to keep the rich guys happy up there. So the executive suites, we got to keep everyone happy with the bathrooms. 1 upgrade left, it looks like. Let's do the lower bowl. Yeah, there you go. All right, so insufficient funds for everything else. That's fine. We decided to do a few upgrades here. So we can now simulate up to the game against the Arizona Coyotes. And let's actually do a slow sim here, because I want to see if Kozlov can get his first NHL goal in his first NHL game. So let's do it. All right, boys. Play for the rookies here. First, and play. I mean, more importantly, play for the good start to the season. All right, first period. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. All right, so very active first period in terms of goal scoring. So Dauphin, Merkley, and Stone for the Arizona Coyotes, and then Bittner and Saad for us. So their first and second line, our first and second line coming up huge. And second period, there you go. Anderson with the goal. And then Bjorkstrand with another one. We are up 4-3 going into the third. That is amazing. We might have something here, boys. Third period. Oh, as soon as Ekman Larson with 2 and then Stone with the empty net. All right, I mean, fair enough. It's game 1, just shaking off that offseason rust. I mean, I guess that's what preseason's for, but we were facing up against a tough team there, I guess, in Arizona. They're 2-0 already. And I just want to see how this is going to go here to start out the season. So let's do another one. Against San Jose. Looks like Martin Hansel's line is starting. Against Jay Beagle, the 2 fourth lines, I guess. All right, first period. All right, nothing. Second period. This Gregor guy. Then third period. We just fell up short with 1 goal by Dubois. So looks like that first line's producing. That's good. That's very good news, actually, because our first line, as we all know, did not produce whatsoever last year. So let's go up to this game against Nashville. And, I mean, even though we're starting 0-2, I mean, I do have a bit of confidence in this team just because, you know, it's kind of a new look and start of a new season. Got a nice, awesome luck with the draft, so maybe we could get some good luck in the regular season. There you go. You nail Yakupov. First goal of the game. Second period. Jesus. Sissons and Kamenev. All right, third period. All right, there you go. Bittner, Saad, and Kozlov with his first NHL goal. Didn't take too long. Wait. His first NHL goal was from center ice. Man, he's going to remember that one. He is going to remember that one. His first NHL goal is from center ice. Jesus. Kozlov, what a stud. Yeah, Pavel Kozlov gains morale. No kidding. Yeah, let's go up to the end of the month now. Let's stop with this single game sims because Kozlov already got his first goal, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So there you go. We won our home opener apparently against LA. There you go. Good job, boys. 1-0 too. Yeah. And again, gets the New York Rangers here. 4-3 win. Very nice. We're on a 4-game winning streak currently, and that's broken up by Boston. Jeez. Come on, boys. Get back in the win column here against San Jose and New Jersey. 7-3 win. There you go. New Jersey, they're 3-4-2. And did we beat them? I can't tell. Yes, we did. Just went up to 5-4. All right. So not a bad start to the season. Could have been better, but it's definite improvement from last year. That's for sure. Another competitive start to the season here. Let's check out the regular season player stats. Oh, gosh. All right, so Saad, he is leading the charge, 12 points in 9 games. And then Bjorkstrand, 9 points in 9 games, 88 overall now, actually. And Dubois, 7 points. Bittner, Pouliot, 7. Jones with 6. Kozlov with 5. I mean, he's doing his job, boys, on that third line. I mean, I know he's minus, but he's scoring. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain. How many power play goals does he have? 1? All right, not bad, not bad. Yeah, all of his stats are growing up. So, solid years so far. 9 games in. I mean, again, it's 9 games in, but, you know, it's always good to get off to that nice start, especially stats-wise. Hansel actually has 5 points. Wenberg with 4. Anderson with 3 goals, 9 games in. Okay. Boone Jenner with 3 points. What's going on, buddy? I mean, I know you're not on power play or anything, but still, you're on that third line with Kozlov. CC, Yakupov, and Rad. Jesus. I mean, all right, fair enough. I mean, at least we're scoring, but it's the guys who you wouldn't normally expect, like Hansel and Anderson with 3 goals. So that's interesting. That's interesting. But I like it as long as we're scoring. Corpusalo, he could be doing much better. I don't know why Lack played 3 games there. That honestly, Corpusalo should have had like 8, and then Lack should have had 1. So hopefully Corpusalo can pick it up. But looks like, for the most part, our team's doing pretty solid to start it out. So I'm not complaining. Oh, and I don't know if you guys saw, but Letty is now on the second line, and I moved up Pouliot with Jones. So let's check out team stats now just to see where we're at. Goals for per game, we're actually second in our division. 3.44. That is fantastic. But the goals against per game, 3.44. So, I mean, we're scoring as much as we're being scored against. So, I mean, I guess that's good. Yeah, 31 goals for, 31 goals against. My God. Power play, we're scoring. Penalty kill, it's not great, but it's decent, I guess. Could be better. So, I mean, really not much to complain about right now. It's a little too early to tell. So let's keep simulating here. So we'll go up to, I guess, December 1st. Then we'll see where we're at. So, game against New York. We have no games on Mondays this month. That's weird. So 3-0 game, 3-0 win against the New York Rangers. Very nice. 3-0 win against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Keep it going, boys. And of course, it's broken up by Washington, 4-2. And Boston, what's that going to look like? 2-1 shootout loss. All right. I mean, at least we got a point. Can't complain there. 4-2 loss against Tampa Bay. Come on, boys. Get it going here against Florida, Chicago. Those would be 2 big wins right there. All right, nice win. And Chicago, nice win, big win against the Western Conference team as well. So getting those extra points there, almost, and then the shootout win against the Buffalo Sabres. So I mean, we're winning games. Just wow, 3 shootout wins in a row. I mean, unorthodox way of winning, but I'll take it if it means 2 points. Wow, so many games going to shootout or overtime, and we're winning them all. Keep it going, boys. 12-6-1. I like it. I like it so far. All right, you know what? We've actually scouted the WHL. Let's go to the OHL for 6 weeks, because there was quite a few prospect defensemen there. So Toronto, Detroit, back-to-back. Yep, there's a lot of back-to-backs in this game, I've realized. I mean, keep it going, boys. Like, we've got a nice winning streak going on here. Carolina, that is another win. Wow. I like it. I like it. Keep it going. And, of course, it's broken up by Vancouver. Oh, man. All right. I mean, fair enough. We had a very solid month there in November. So I'm glad I didn't make any changes there. Let's check out the stats. We are currently first in our division. Very nice. Brandon Saad leading the charge with 25 points in 23 games. Very nice. Bjorkstrand with 22, 23. Pouliot and Dubois with 17 each. Bittner, Kozlov with 14. I mean, Kozlov's scoring, boys. I'm not moving him off that third line. I'm just going to let him grow and hope for the best. Yeah, I mean, that seasoning in the AHL must have done something for him last year. So, you know, I'm leaving it the way it is. And then Letty with 12 points, not bad. Jones with 10 points, not bad. Jenner with 8, could be doing better, but he is on the third line. His main responsibility is defense. I mean, he's a minus, but we're winning, so I can't really complain. Wenberg, 7 points. Hansel, 7 points. CC, Ratty, Hudon, all with 6. And then Anderson has sort of died down a bit in terms of goal scoring, obviously. He's at 5 points. And then Yakubov's at 5 points. Wow. And Harrington and then Vinio with no points. I mean, it's not really getting it done defensively. But again, as long as we're winning games, I can't really complain because this team needs a huge confidence booster, and that's exactly okay. Good. Corpusalo has turned it on. 1.9 goals against average. That's much better than last we checked. Save percentage of .936. Very nicely done, boys. We are killing it so far this season. I mean, those shootout wins definitely have something to do with it, but all right, let's see if we have, we only have 110 goal scorers so far. Bjorkstrand. I mean, we're winning games, so again, I can't complain. We got a lot of depth goal scoring here. We got, well, I mean, not a lot in terms of forwards, but we get we have 2 defensemen with over. Actually, we have 3 defensemen with over 10 points so far at this point in the season. So that's pretty solid if you ask me. And I mean, it's been going pretty great so far. Let's check out the goals for per game, goals against per game. We are currently sitting second in our division, 2.87. Not bad. Goals for per game, or goals against per game, that is much better. 2.35, a very nice second in the division. Power play, we are third in the division. 20.3. So scoring, and then the penalty kill is dominating, tied for first with 87. So I'm glad I didn't make any changes, boys. We're killing it. We really are. It's just for some reason the stats are all jumbled up in terms of who's scoring and then who's not getting it done defensively. But I mean, hey, we're winning games, so I'm not complaining at all. So I actually want to check out the growth of the guys in the minors. So where do we go for that? I like never keep track of that. Is that managed rosters? Yeah, progress reports. Okay, so NHL. Let's see if anyone has grown. I would imagine Kozlov did. Yeah, Kozlov. Not by much, but yeah. So natural growth, and then morale growth, and that's about it. So defensive awareness actually as well. So that's good. He's getting something out of being on the penalty kill. That's good. And then body checking as well. So yeah, the penalty kill is definitely helping out Kozlov's growth. Let's check out in the system. Yeah, Soderberg's dropped. I figured. Hensick. So Hensick is now a 78 overall. Grinder. He's currently playing for his junior team. He has grown in deking, hand-eye, offensive awareness, every shooting category by at least one. Shot blocking, stick checking, he probably on the penalty kill, and almost every skating category as well by, for the most part, 2 in each. And then physical, body checking, aggressiveness. I mean, he's going to be a stud, man. He's going to be a stud, I'm telling you. And did you see his trade value actually in the last video? Like when we were at the trade screen, like his trade value was the highest on the team. So, and like even more than I think Saad. So, yeah, he's definitely. I mean, well, second highest because Corpusalo, right? But highest in terms of skaters. So, Salonen actually grew a lot. Let's see, how's Connolly doing? He hasn't grown much. It's more of just morale. All right. I mean, we'll keep an eye on him. Actually, I want to check out his stats. We'll check out the AHL stats because I really want to keep an eye on Connolly just so that we don't stunt his growth at all, you know. So we have to keep an eye on him. Yeah, I would imagine the AHL team isn't doing too well in terms of yeah, but Connolly is leading the charge there. Actually, only with 1 goal. He's getting a lot of assists, passing to Soderberg, it looks like. And then Meyer helping out there as well. So actually, that entire first line got 12 points each. So, I mean, I wish Connolly was scoring more goals, but, I mean, I can't really complain. He's getting points, and hopefully he grows. I really hope Connolly grows and that this does not stunt his growth. Let me know in the comments if we should bring Connolly up. But, I mean, we're doing all right as a team, so I don't know if I want to change anything in terms of AHL or NHL. So, I mean, I might have to replace, what's his name, Anderson at some point, but there's really no point in doing that right now while we're winning. So, I mean, I'll do that if necessary, but right now, again, we're winning, and I can't really complain about anything. So if you guys have any comments, leave them, of course, down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.